तो आगे चला गया।
Good morning. Murgaon Education Society's College of Arts and Commerce is hosting the annual course completion ceremony to honor the class of 2018-21. These students have completed the BBA General and BBA Shipping and Logistics program. The academic procession will make an entry shortly and shall be led by the principal of the college, Dr. Meenakshi Bawa, and the chief guest of today's ceremony, Shri Anthony Gaskell. In succession will be the BBA program coordinator, Dr. Samuel Sardesai, and faculties of the management department. They will be followed by the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise when the procession is about to enter. I request the principal and the chief guest to be seated. Yes. I request BBA course coordinator Samuel Sardesai to present the graduates to the chief guest.
Your Honor, I present to you the class of 2018-21. These students have completed all the requirements of the BBA program and are now ready to graduate. We have 36 graduates from the BBA program and 16 graduates from the BBA Shipping and Logistics program. I humbly request you to confirm on them their caps and scrolls.
Thank you, Dr. Samuel Sardesai. I now request all the graduates to take their seat. Thank you. I now invite the principal of MES College, Dr. Meenakshi Bawa, to welcome this gathering. Dr. Meenakshi.
Chief guest for today's function, Mr. Anthony Gaskell, Treasurer of Murgaon Education Society, Mrs. Lalita Joshi, BBA Coordinator, Dr. Samuel Sardesai, faculty members of the Department of Business Administration, Managing Committee members, parents and invitees who are watching this program online, and dear students. A warm welcome to all of you. We are indeed privileged to have in our midst Mr. Anthony Gaskell, Mentor CII Goa Logistics Panel and Director Central Shipping Private Limited, as the chief guest for today's program completion ceremony for the BBA batch 2018-21. A graduation ceremony is a special occasion, the culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. Graduating from college during the COVID-19 pandemic is indeed remarkable. This is because, although it has been the most challenging period for most of you, you have managed to create beautiful memories and display great achievement. It is so nice to see you in person and congratulate you on achieving this impressive milestone with integrity. The pandemic has kept you home for several months, and this fact alone has set you apart from all the batches that have graduated from this institution. I know that this year has not been an easy one for all of us. We have had to learn, unlearn, and relearn many aspects of teaching and learning which were taken for granted. Despite these odds, you have persevered and been resilient with a commitment to completing the course. It has been a year of extraordinary hard work, dedication, and passion for all students, teachers, parents, and all stakeholders. As we pass through this extremely challenging and volatile situation, there is a strong belief that it is our duty to ensure that learning never stops. The pandemic has pushed the world to drastically reinvent ways of coping with the new normal. Our institution has displayed extraordinary innovation in implementing practical, efficient, and emotionally sensitive solutions to the unprecedented crisis. This pandemic has indeed brought about a dramatic transition in our personal lives as teachers and students. It has taught us to be self-reliant and growth-oriented. We are hopeful that this crisis will soon be through and the transformation will result in a new era of global opportunities. Many of you would be apprehensive about the next step in your lives. Choose carefully and wisely. Do not fear to make mistakes because that is the only way you will know your mettle. Strive for perfection, but never lose focus of the passion and ability to bounce back from failure. It is your attitude and not your aptitude that determines your altitude. It is important to always be positive and focused. To quote Michelle Obama, in an uncertain world, time-tested values like honesty and integrity, empathy and compassion, that's the only real currency in life. Treating people right will never ever fail you. Life is like a journey on a train with its stations, with changes of routes and with accidents. We board this train when we are born, and our parents are the ones who get our ticket. We believe they will always travel on this train with us. However, at some station, our parents will get off the train, leaving us alone in this journey. As time goes by, other passengers will board the train, many of whom will be significant, our siblings, friends, colleagues, and so on. Many will get off during the journey and leave a permanent vacuum in our lives. Many will go so unnoticed that we won't even know when they vacated their seats and got off the train. This train ride will be full of joy, sorrow, fantasy, expectations, hellos, goodbyes, and farewells. A good journey is helping, loving, having a good relationship with the co-passengers, and making sure that we give our best to make their journey comfortable. The mystery of this fabulous journey is that we do not know at which station we ourselves are going to get off. So we must live in the best way, adjust, forget, forgive, and offer the best of what we have. It is important to do this because when the time comes for us to leave our seats, we should get off leaving behind beautiful memories for those who will continue to travel on the train of life. Thank you for being one of the important passengers on our train. Thank you all for being a part of this beautiful journey. Each one of you is unique and special to us. Your sweet memories will forever remain in our hearts. Looking forward to a continued association with all of you, dear students. Congratulations on successfully completing your program and wishing you the best in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for a wonderful speech. We're all passengers and we will get down at some point. From the dynamic BBA program, students will be entering the competitive industry. At this juncture, it will be our privilege to listen to achievers from the industry. Our chief guest, Sri Anthony Gaskell, has wide experience in shipping, ports, and the maritime and logistics industries. He is currently the director of Centrum's Shipping Private Limited. He has worked as consultant based out of Dubai for 10 years, later being involved with the Khalifa Port and Industrial Zone project in Abu Dhabi. Prior to that, he has been director in shipping agency, freight forwarding, and charter booking companies, and worked for 17 years with one of the leading container shipping lines. He is an economics graduate from Cambridge University in the UK. He is also the mentor Goa Logistics Panel of Confederation of Indian Industry, CII. Sir, I request you to kindly address the gathering.
So thank you for your kind introduction there. So you heard that I've been to Cambridge University, so I am used to these kind of functions. And at Cambridge, obviously, we have the similar ceremony with wearing the gowns. I'm not sure they wear the motorboats these days, definitely the gowns. And if I ever wanted to go back and dine in my college at Cambridge, I would still have to put on a gown. So those traditions are still followed in England as well. So today I wanted to give you a short introduction about public speaking. Years ago I did a short course on public speaking, and normally one does courses and you do the course and you get a certificate and you forget all about the course. But I have to say this course I do remember. And why? Because the summary of the course was basically when you're making a speech, you should tell the audience what you're going to tell them. You then tell the audience what you're going to tell them. And then when you finish, you tell them what you just told them. Okay? And the last point was never say more than 3 things. so I'm following that maxim today. So probably there are 3 things that I want to tell you. I'm a practical person. I believe in trying to give practical advice. You've had your principles, some very good advice about life and how you should lead your life. I'm giving you some practical points which I feel are useful in life. So the first point is think carefully about what kind of life and career you would like. The second point is listen to others and make your own decisions. And the third point, as you're all starting out on your careers, I would suggest getting at least 2 years of experience in a professionally run company. And I'll now talk a little bit more about each of those points. So think carefully about what kind of life and career you would like. So that's also about your personality, and you have to decide, are you an outgoing kind of person, or are you a more reserved kind of person? Are you ambitious? And when you look at the different kind of jobs that there are there, you need to understand the different functions that there are in different jobs. So in a company, for example, you'll have production, you'll have sales and marketing, you'll have an accounting function, HR function, IT function, perhaps a research function. So you have to see which of those areas you'd like to work in yourself, which are the areas of interest. If you go into hospitality, if you look at the production side of hospitality, you have F&B, that's food and beverage, you have housekeeping, you have front office, and then you have what they would call the other support functions like HR, accounts, IT, and sales. You have to see, I gave a talk at a college in Mapsa Xavier College, and I asked all the students there what were they looking to do with their degrees. And I think pretty much all without exception, they all said we want to join the HR department in a hotel. Now, in a hotel there might be 100 employees. You'd be lucky if there are 1 or 2 employees in the HR department. So obviously it wasn't very realistic that everybody was going to think they're going to join the HR department. So you have to look, where are the jobs and where you can also fit in. So that's the first point I wanted to make. The second point is, listen to advice from others and make your own decisions. I mean, definitely family and friends would like you all to be very successful. And in India, I think a lot of parents would like you to join government service or become a doctor or one of those lifeline professions. But that's not always what suits you. And I work with one education company. I think they have an online software called Are You Fit to Be a Doctor? And the idea of doing that is it's more like a personality test. You have the personality to be a doctor. So even if your family and friends are saying go ahead and be a doctor, if you did this little personality test, you find out really whether that was a career suited for you or not. So think carefully about those things, and as I say, make your own decisions about everything. And the last point that I suggest look at is get at least 2 years experience in a professionally run company. I know in Goa there are a lot of family-run businesses. Some are well-run, some are not so well-run. But if you join a larger professionally run, get an idea of systems and how companies run, how well-oiled companies operate, and you'll get a proper idea of all the different kind of jobs that there are in the functions. And if you ever then go into your own business, then you'll have a very good solid background of how to run your own business because you've seen how big businesses are run from the outside, from the inside. So those are really the 3 points. So we just go over them again. Think carefully about what kind of life and career you would like. Listen to others, but make your own decisions. And get at least 2 years experience in a professionally run company. So I'd like to leave you with those 3 points to think about. And I wish you all the best success in your careers after this. And if any of you would like to meet me afterwards, and we can have a little chat about
Kirti Tyagi to invite the students of BBA Shipping and Logistics program.
Mr. Anindya Chatterjee. Mr. Amey Gaonkar. Mr. Prasad Saturday. Mr. Rizwan Siddiq. Miss Saloni Talauni. Mr. Aditya Yadav. Please confirm confer his crowns on the following students in absentia: Ms. Pushpa Aiduli, Ms. Faiza Shah, Mr. Sudeep Kamkar, Mr. Vishwanath Husul, Mr. Vikas Pal, Mr. Saad Ahmed, Mr. Ahmed Sheikh, Mr. Sufyan Sheikh, Mr. Pileno Bidar, and Mr. Adam Khan.
Thank you, Dr. Kirti. Srimati Priya Silvera, I request you to invite the students of the BBA General Program.
Mr. Amit Gupta, Ms. Rebecca Kayalo, Ms. Keely Carvalho, Ms. Ranjita Gandham, Mr. Gaurav Singh, Mr. Sabil Mohammed, Mr. Harshvardhan, Ms. Shruti Honavarkar, Ms. Bhagyashree Musar, Ms. Muskan Majid, Ms. Neve Miranda, Mr. Kaustubh Nayak, Mr. Valanko Nakarla, Mr. Santosh Nath, Mr. Prateek Singh, Mr. Pushkar Mishra, Mr. Rehan Khader, Mr. Advait Sabnis, Mr. River Sardesai, Mr. Ajay Sawant, Mr. Nisban Sayyad, Mr. Sehran Khan, Ms. Muskan Muzammar, Ms. Tehzeen Mr. Aqib Sheikh, Mr. Nabil Sheikh, Mr. Nawaz Sheikh, Mr. Shahrukh Mohammed, Mr. Vijay Natarajan, Abhishek Loliekar, please confer the scores on these students in absentia. Mr. Devarat Poddar, Mr. Raghav Sudan, and Mr. Sajal Rai. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Sir, you may take your seat. Students, you may now shift your tassels to the left front side. I now request Mrs. Lalita Joshi, Director of Planning and Administration, to administer the oath. All students, please rise for the oath.
Before we start, hearty congratulations to each one of you. I'm sure you must be feeling proud and happy. So let's give a big hand first and then the oath which you will be taking now, please see that you remember each and every word of that lifelong, not only for today, okay? Please repeat after me. We, the BBA students, of Gurgaon Education Society's College, hereby pledge that we shall, in thought, word and deed, endeavor to be conscientious in the discharge of our duties, and shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession and our college. We will continue to pursue our quest for knowledge and take responsibility for our actions while respecting the rights, opinions and dignity of others. As global citizens, we will be socially and ethically responsible and commit to make a positive difference in the environment and society we live in. Thank you and all the very best.
Thank you, ma'am. You may take your seat. I now invite Dr. Senal Sardesai to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Viraj Mahatme. Before we draw the final curtains, it is my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, I express our deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Shri Anthony Gaskell, the mentor CII Logistics Panel Goa and Director, Sun Transshipping Private Limited, for gracing this occasion and sharing his insights with our students. He has told you all three things. The first thing is to dream what you want, like what you want exactly in life and in your careers. The second is to take everyone's opinion but make your own decision. And the third thing was to work at least 2 years in a professional company. Okay, and then if you want to go for higher studies, you may go, and if you want to start your own business, maybe you can start. So these three are you can think about it even after going home. They are very, very important advice to students, okay, and it is something very deep. Sir, your words of wisdom will certainly benefit our students as they embark on their professional journey. I acknowledge the constant support and encouragement extended to us by the management of Murgaon Education Society. I sincerely thank our principal, Dr. Meenakshi Baba, and our mentor, Mrs. Lalita Joshi, for their inspiring presence. I thank the invitees for gracing the occasion. A special thank you to the students of batch 2018-21 for whom this ceremony is being held. You were wonderful during the 3 years in the college. It gives me a feeling of pride to see you as young achievers ready to embark on your next phase of your lives. I hope we have made this day memorable for you. A special thank you to all the parents for attending the ceremony in the online mode. I thank Shri Anand, the photographer, Shri Karim and team for the stage decorations, and Shri Sharad, the videographer. I thank the student volunteers, Ms. Neha Halwai and Ms. Sabah Sheikh from the 3rd year BBA. I express a deep sense of gratitude to Mr. Adarsh Maurya and Mr. Akash Nair, students from the 2nd year BBA, for coming forward and streaming the ceremony live for those who couldn't attend today and for the parents. I thank TARSATS for the wonderful catering in advance. Last but not the least, a big thank you to the BBA staff for excellent teamwork. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Seven. We will now assemble for a group photograph. So we will shift the chairs. We will shift the chairs down for the guests, and students can come and be on the stage. First, all the shipping students, please come. Shipping students, please.
सोची है तो सब काम करें मैं भी सोचती हूँ बोली तो अभी भी नहीं
everyone. Have a wonderful day.